You want to talk about my past. You want to say that my past haunts me. Well, you are incorrect. You know why? Because the stuff that happened in the past, 2, 3, 4, 5 years ago, even a day ago, doesn't matter. It doesn't count to what's going on today. It doesn't affect me, what's going on today. My past doesn't affect what I'm doing today. You know why? Because many new people that are watching don't care about what I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years ago. They don't care. They're watching because they're interested in what I'm doing today. Be Wild 61. People watch for different reasons. And most of the time, people watch what a content creator is doing in the present. They're not going to go back and watch 2, 3 years. I'm going to put you in a timeout. You don't realize that calling me an idiot, that is already in my, hold on a second. That is already in my, you realize that I have an adult filter on here. And use the word idiot right now.
He's an idiot.
And it didn't even go through because there's an adult filter. You don't have the right to criticize me on my channel. This is a private company. I am a contractor with Google Corporation. This isn't a public bar, brother. This isn't a public sidewalk. And no, you don't have the right to critique me in my own platform. And no, you don't have the right to talk to other people in here unless I allow you to. Those are the facts, and those are the facts of the reality of YouTube. This is a private company. This is a private platform. And I'm a contractor of this private company. And this private company gives me the power and authority over what you do and what you say on my channel. That's the reality. That's why when you just called me idiot, and I'm going to put you in another timeout because I'm just sick and tired of listening to you, it actually, the comment didn't even go through. Why? Because I have an adult filter for inappropriate comments or words on my channel. You called me an idiot on here that wasn't warranted, and my adult filter didn't even allow your comment to go through because I have an adult filter for inappropriate words and comments on Elvis Travels. Everything I'm saying here is factual. It's based upon how YouTube runs their business. It's not anything I'm making up. It's how YouTube runs their business. I don't own YouTube. I work for YouTube. I'm a contractor, an independent contractor. Talking to a troll is like talking to ISIS, is like negotiating with terrorists. Do you negotiate with terrorists? Absolutely not. So a troll is like a domestic terrorist of YouTube. You don't talk to them. You don't negotiate with them. You just get rid of them. That's the way that I see trolls. I just put him in timeout because he called me an idiot.
Idiot?
You called me an idiot, and the chat and my chat blocked it because I have an adult filter on here. You're not going to be welcome to come in here if you choose to criticize me as an individual or my content. Show us the idiot word, Marshall.
Idiot!
I just click show, but I'm going to remove it because it is considered a...
He's an idiot.
I just click show so people can see it, but I'm going to remove it here. You see that? But you can't use the word idiot on my channel.
Idiot!
Message deleted by Elvis Travels. It's one of these. Let's see if I can show it. Hold on a second. Well, it won't let me re-show it. It's already been hidden here. But the word, if you type in the word idiot on here, it ain't going to go through. It's under adult filter.
Idiot!
It won't show. People won't be able to see it unless I show it, because that word is hidden under the inappropriate words list on YouTube. It won't. You can type in the word idiot right now and it ain't going to go through. People won't see it.
He's an idiot.
Well, this person is doing it. I don't know how this person is getting through, so I'm going to get rid of that person. But that's because that's some sort of a rogue troll account. But anybody else in here that's got an account, like if you try to type in the word idiot right now, it ain't going to go through. It won't go through. Just try to type it in by itself. It ain't going to go through.
Idiot!
Because it's considered under the inappropriate words. Let me get rid of this person here. I'm going to get rid of this troll here. That's what you people don't understand. You can see it on your stream because you typed it, but the public can't see it. Because it's under the inappropriate word list. Let me see here. Let's see if it goes through. I click show. And I don't know if people can see it now. Let me go back up. But that's how this works. So I don't think people realize that there is a inappropriate word list on here, and you can't say negative words because it ain't going to go through. That's the way this works. I've got an adult filter on mine. When you're a content creator, you have an adult filter, and if something comes up that's inappropriate, YouTube gives me the option to show it or hide it. I've already hit it, and there's no way to bring it back. That's the way this works. That's the way these adult filters work on YouTube. You, as a fan, don't understand this because you're not running a chat. I just know that's considered right now in the inappropriate word list. So most people that might type that word will not go through. You people don't understand, none of you, how a YouTube channel works. Do you realize that I'm a content creator? That I realize how this works? Do you realize that I'm running a YouTube channel there? That there's an adult filter for inappropriate words and language on YouTube? That if you type in profanity on my channel, that those words under the YouTube filter machine won't go through unless I click show, which I'm not going to show those comments. That's the way this works. And from your perspective as fans that are watching, you don't understand this because you're not running a YouTube channel. It considers that word as inappropriate or profanity. And that's why it doesn't go through. I didn't make this machine up. That's YouTube's machine. That's their filter. You see? So that's the way it works. As long as you can come in here and speak cordially to each other, you're allowed in here. But when you bring up Elvis Travels, when you bring me up in a positive or negative way, then that means it gets personal. That means you've got to have a conversation with me at that point. Because when you bring up somebody's name, it gets personal. That means that I have to have a personal interaction with you. Now, what's unique about my channel and Rosie's channel? We both interact with our viewers on a very, very personal and intimate level. And that is what the difference is between our channel and a lot of other channels. So, if you want to know something about me, BWild61, you don't have to talk to anybody else. You don't have to watch any other videos. You can ask me mano a mano. I'll tell you. You can hear it from the horse's mouth. I don't really care what people are saying in here as long as they're not trolls. I'm the star of the show on video. But I'm not the star of the show on the side chat. I don't really care about it. I don't have time to sit here and have a conversation with you because I'm too busy doing a fan build. I've already blocked all the garbage out. You guys can tell me who's a troll and who's not a troll because you people keep up with it on these side chats. I don't have time to do that. I'm doing a van build. That's what'll be useful for me. Information. Who's good, who's bad, what's going on. Constructive criticism is one thing, and negative talk is another thing. I will take your constructive criticism. I will take your advice. I will take your opinions. That I will do. But I will not allow a negative conversation about me, about things that I might have did or said in the past, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years ago, that you might think, Mr. B. Wild, might affect me today. that is not relevant. I think it's fair that I take your opinion, that I take your constructive criticisms, and I take your advice, but I will say it's not necessary that you were to bring anything negatively about me in my past to the forefront here on Elvis Travels and try to intimate the fact that those things that I might have did or said in the past, whether it be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years ago, might affect what I'm doing in the here and now. That I don't want to hear or don't want to talk about because I don't think it's relevant to what I'm doing today. Let's talk about what's going on today in the here and now, and let's talk about the future. And that's the bottom line, because your Assyrian King Elvis, the king of the free world, said so. And I hope that all of you learn something about how YouTube works and how there is an adult filter for a lot of words that are profane and inappropriate according to the YouTube filter. And one of those words is considered idiot. That is in here, that is considered in the inappropriate list here on YouTube. I hope that many of you learned something from today's conversation. The king took you to school. And I hope all of you learned something from today's conversation, because everything I stated in this broadcast was a fact and a reality of how YouTube/Google Corporation runs their private business on the World Wide Web. New people will come. Some people will leave. It's a revolving door. And I realize that I'm broadcasting to a huge worldwide audience watching from all over the world. And remember this again. Anybody who comes into Elvis Travels, into this channel, that I have an adult filter on words or sentences that are being said on the side chat. And if your word falls under the list of words that the YouTube algorithm machine picks up as inappropriate or profane, your comment will not go through. And I hope all of you learn something from this conversation or public message. And I hope you can learn something from the king, because what the king is telling you is the whole truth and nothing but the truth. So help me, I sure God.
He's an idiot.